Today it was a joke. We had some guys revert right back and playing, and I thought the energy level was at an all-time worst. And started with the first shot of the game. We gave up another three. And when you have the number of points off turnovers they had for the game, for the half, you aren't going to win many of those. When your three or four best players don't play very well, you're not going to win many of those. I thought Schilling actually played pretty well, played with some energy. I thought Dawson played phenomenal with some energy, considering what he's 30-some days he's missed. And I thought Harris proved why he's one of the best players, because he guarded and did some things. After that, we had a complete meltdown, I thought, and I don't know if it's the, there's been so much things. I don't know if it's just, it seemed like everything came to a head and we just didn't have any juice. So, very disappointing loss. Really don't know why didn't practice that way, but we sure did play that way. So go ahead, throw them at me.
Tom, on the shot clock violation, steal/layup that got waved off, did you get an explanation from anybody on that?
I don't get an explanation on anything, to be honest with you. I didn't get an explanation on the pain stuff inside on that one. No, there was no explanation. And I saw what I saw. He saw what he saw. Our own people screw up our own clock. So we got a lot of issues there, but I'll hold comment until I check out what I see. And look, I didn't think the second half, there were a lot of things I didn't like, but no way, shape, or form will any referee get to take any credence in why we lost that game. Because we lost that game because we did not play the way a Michigan State Spartan team is supposed to play. So I really don't, I'm not even going to answer another question about officiating.
Tom, Adrian obviously had a little injury late, but up to that point, they were really shutting him down. Was it what they were doing, or he just? I mean, it's hard to explain what.
I think you should ask him that. I really can't answer you. I don't know why you would. They started doubling them early. A big deal. We made some adjustments second half. We got layups. We got the first two plays of the second half, and Adrian had no energy today. I don't know if I don't have a good answer. It's been. I don't mind us missing shots. I don't mind BJ missing shots. I just didn't think we guarded, and we haven't guarded for a month. And I know some of the reasons why, but some of the other reasons why I just don't have an answer for right now. I'll find one.
Tom, could you, in the first half, it looked like the guys were even tired in the first half. Did you see this coming, even with the time off?
No, I tried to tell you guys during the week, I used the Thunder thing. I mean, this team has been through a lot, and but I didn't see it coming. And there's no excuse for that. You can't be tired when they're opening. Well, we practiced harder than they played. That was, like I said, I'll throw myself under the bus. That's inexcusable. Inexcusable. Ridiculous. There's just too many things that maybe these guys have had to go through, so maybe a slap in the face was good. Maybe it reminds me of 2005, and maybe that'll wake us up, because they got, they got hit today. I mean, I've never seen Denzel. He hasn't thrown the ball like that around, and if I wish I'd go back to treat him how I used to treat him. Worked a little better.
Tom, where do you think the confidence is of this team?
Well, Keith Appling's, is a major problem right now, because he just can't do what he could do. So they're backing off him. They're doing the things, and then there's nowhere for him to go. And then we didn't get our break going because they were getting layups off. I mean, he shot 47%, but the number of layups they got, 25 points off turnovers. I don't know how many of those were turnovers for touchdown, but a lot of them. So we have no break. That's where Keith's effective right now. He's not effective in the half court. Getting better. He actually had a pretty good week of practice in comparison to the 3 weeks before that. Now, compare it to how he was playing at the beginning of the Big Ten season, I mean, he's not there, and that's, so that, some of that confidence is, it's not confidence, he can't do it. So, as the weeks go on, and I think his wrist is pretty good now, he just needs rep after rep after rep, and he's been in working on his shot. He really has. He's been in working, and, it's just going to take some time.
How concerned are you, just a quick follow-up, given the fact that it is March 1st and you have just 2 Big Ten games left before tournament time?
I don't mean to be ignorant, but I'm as concerned as I was last week and the week before. I said, there wasn't going to be a magic wand wave today that everybody was back to normal. It just doesn't work that way. And then there's so many outside things that, just lead to these things. And, had to deal with a few this week, and it's tough, been a little tough. So I'm concerned, but I'm not shocked. I'm disappointed in our effort. I'm not disappointed in our performance as far as, skill stuff.
What did Illinois do well to win this game?
Well, I thought they defended it very well, which they've been doing. They turned us over very much and got layups, turnovers for touchdowns. They were very, very, very patient. They just ran that clock down every time. And so once you get a lead, now you're chasing them the whole time. And we had chances in the second half, but we just didn't. We took a couple bad shots. I thought, we just hard to figure out which lineups to have in there. You need BJ for one thing, and then when Adrian struggled like he did, that made it more difficult. But Illinois they shot the ball pretty well from 3, way better than they've been shooting it, and I think turned us over. We turned them over 15 times. I don't know if we scored in any of them, 1 or 2, and we had that breakaway. Maybe that would have been, critical time, but. Call was made, but the call was made, the 5-second out of bounds, all of a sudden somebody flies out of the stands and said, no, he called timeout. There were some weird things, but it doesn't make up for how poorly we played, guys. It doesn't make up.
Tom, what did you see from your team in the huddles after the game?
After the game?
Yeah, both huddles and after the game.
They're a little bit shell-shocked. Honestly. They know they didn't play very well. I don't know what I saw. I didn't give them much chance to see much, Just talked to them for a minute in the locker room and figured that when you play with that little energy, either you're awfully tired and there's no reason for that, or the other team just played harder than you. I thought we looked tired, and I didn't think we had any energy even at the start. And that, that's disappointing to me.
Tom, is there anything from today that is more lasting a concern than any previous game that you saw that makes you...
Really, no. Really not. This team's been through so much, and then I get a couple things thrown at me this week that, that you all know, and that's so ridiculous. I'm sick of it. Okay? Disappointed in some people, to be honest with you. But I'm going to get a whole year's full of things thrown at me. So, now it'll be fun now, because really I don't care about anybody but my team right now. And I like it that way. I really do. But I don't think it's surprising. Any human being can only handle so many different things thrown at them. And that's the way it goes. Other questions?
Tom, you've alluded twice to things being thrown at you this week that we supposedly know.
Don't screw with me right now. All right, I'll just leave it at that.
Anything else, guys?
Yeah.
Coach, you mentioned the struggles that Keith's having because of the injury coming back. I know against Michigan you said you're going to stick with him. Do you have to balance it out a little bit more until he's? I don't even know how you gauge his practice.
Well, I'll explain it like this. He's got to play to get better. And, I mean, not that I disagree with some of your articles that were brought to my attention, but you see how rusty he is now. It's not that the wrist is, it's that he doesn't get any reps. I mean, his wrist, he got knocked down. He's not holding his wrist right now. Is it as good as it was? No. But is it a problem? No. It's, he went 3 weeks without being able to do anything. He didn't take a shot. And so consequently, there is confidence issue there, and you can't blame him because he hasn't made many shots. This last couple of days is the best I've seen him shoot it, so it's coming. But like I said to you guys last week and the week before, so is the end of the season coming. Do I think we still have enough in us to make a run? Sure I do. I've been through a lot worse than this, gang. A lot worse than this. Advantage of experience. I've been through things that were way worse than this and got to a Final Four. So my team doesn't look like my team today. I thought, we'll have to figure out why, but I still think I know part of the reason. We're just a little dysfunctional. We got guys in there playing that haven't played together. Played Dawson more minutes than I thought because he brought some energy. He defensively today, along with Harris, were only bright spots on defense. And so, we'll do what we can do and see what we can do, and we'll go from there. We'll be back.